Hello my brilliant home buyers and sellers, this is Faryal, your real estate agent, and welcome back to Living Local with Faryal series, where I tour different cities in the Greater Toronto area to really show to you what they have to offer. And today's video is a special one because I am about to explore a city which I personally loved. I lived here for a few years myself and truly enjoyed my experience. We are going to talk about the top pros and cons of living in Etobicoke, Ontario, to help you make an informed decision about moving here with your family. But before we get into the details and all the fun stuff, let's first take a look at the brief history and location of this vibrant part of Toronto. So Etobicoke is one of the 6 former municipalities that amalgamated into the city of Toronto in the 90s. It has a rich history dating back to its settlement by Europeans in the 1790s. After World War II, Etobicoke's population skyrocketed just from 40,000 to 200,000 in just 20 years. And to accommodate this boom, thousands of homes, hundreds of offices and shops, dozens of schools, and miles of new roads were built. So Etobicoke was designed as a modern post-war suburb. Its growth coincided with the growth in automobile ownership, and this was reflected in its planning. You will see broad roads, streets with separate residential, industrial, and commercial zoning, which became a key feature of the new suburb. Believe it or not, some of the iconic shopping centers such as Thorncrest Plaza and Humber Town Mall that were built in the 50s and the 60s still exist, and they're still serving their communities nearby. Etobicoke's famous motel strip on Lakeshore Boulevard West between the Humber River and Mimico Creek, during its peak in the 50s and the 60s, this strip was dominated by motels, drive-through restaurants, dance halls, and bars. However, the area started to decline in the 70s and very few businesses were able to survive this. And now most of this area is dominated by condominiums. Etobicoke is located on the western edge of Toronto. It stretches from the Humber River to the Mississauga border. Etobicoke is divided into 2 parts. You have Etobicoke North and then you have Etobicoke South, South being closer to Lake Ontario. Now let's talk about the pros of living in Etobicoke. Number 1 that made it to the list is that it is close to downtown Toronto, but it is not downtown Toronto. Let me explain. So one of the perks of living in Etobicoke is that you get to enjoy the hustle bustle, the concerts, the sporting events, the variety of restaurants and shops and bars and trendy places, and cheap Uber drive if you don't want to drive yourself, so without living the busy life of downtown that comes with traffic, lots of tourism, noise, and constant construction, especially during the summertime when the majority of roads are closed either for some construction or for one festival or another. So you get to enjoy all the perks that Toronto has to offer while enjoying the suburban life in Etobicoke with wider roads, cute cafes, and restaurants. When I lived in Etobicoke, which I miss now living in Mississauga, was that how easy and fast it was to reach downtown Toronto, because let's face it, the variety of fun activities and things to do that Toronto has to offer, Mississauga unfortunately doesn't. Now that I'm living in Mississauga, I have to think twice before heading to Toronto because there's always so much traffic, either highways closed or something is going on all the time. Number 2 is diverse and family-friendly neighborhoods. Etobicoke boasts a variety of neighborhoods, each with its own unique charm. From the upscale areas of the Kingsway and Humber Valley Village to the more affordable communities like Rexdale. There's something for everyone there. And all of these neighborhoods are very well known for their strong community spirits, excellent schools, and numerous parks, making Etobicoke a great place to raise your family. You also have Humber College over there. And if you are a young professional who doesn't need a bigger backyard and doesn't need a bigger space, then neighborhoods such as Mimico, Long Branch, and New Toronto might be an excellent choice for you. All of these neighborhoods are located by Lake Ontario. You have a number of condominiums to choose from, and all of these are very nicely built, having lake views as well, and all of them offer great amenities, and you're surrounded by like-minded people just like yourself. Then you have neighborhoods such as Islington City Centre West, where I used to live myself. It is a very bustling area that provides a really good mix of residential and commercial spaces. It is home to great schools such as Islington Junior Middle School, as well as parks like Corvaldale Park. The neighborhood's easy access to public transit and shopping centers like Sherway Gardens make it very attractive and adds to its appeal. The homes in this neighborhood are mostly post-war style bungalows, but many of these homes are now being renovated into these gorgeous custom-built homes. Then you have Humber Valley Village, which is another top choice for many families. This neighborhood offers spacious homes with bigger lots, top-rated schools like Humber Valley Village Junior Middle School, and numerous parks as well. You have Humber Town Shopping Center, which is very conveniently available for the community to access day-to-day grocery shopping and services. And for those who are looking for a more affordable option, Rexdale is a diverse and vibrant community that offers that to you. With a strong sense of togetherness, families here enjoy access to great schools such as West Humber Junior Middle School and recreational facilities like the Recreational Community Center and Albion Gardens Park. One of the most notable neighborhoods in Etobicoke is the Kingsway, which is absolutely gorgeous. It is known for its beautiful tree-lined streets and historic home. It is a very upscale area that boasts excellent schools as well, and you have plenty of parks and nature around you, including the scenic Humber River trails, perfect for family outings. Pro number 3, which is a big one, is commute. Etobicoke is very well connected, which makes it very convenient to commute. If you are someone who is coming from Mississauga, you can easily hop on 401 East and then merge onto 427. Just keep in mind when you are merging into 427, traffic becomes very heavy because you have 427 South and 427 North merging together at that point. And if you're someone who's going to downtown Toronto, you have easy access to Gardner Expressway as well. And if you're traveling from Etobicoke to Mississauga, you can either take the Queensway all the way to Mississauga, or you can also take Lakeshore Road, which connects you to Mississauga as well if you want to avoid highways, especially during the rush hour. Besides the drive, you also have easy access to public transit such as Islington subway station, which is located on the north side of Bloor Street West. It has 3 parking lots, so plenty of space for you to park your car for the day and take the subway wherever you want to go. You also have easy access to Kipling subway station, which is located in Etobicoke as well. Plus, if you're someone who's a frequent traveler, it's a great spot because you're very close to Toronto Pearson International Airport. It is a major convenience for you. Also, you're not that far from Billy Bishop Airport. It takes you about 20 to 25 minutes, which is located in downtown Toronto. Pro number 4 is abundance of green spaces and recreational facilities. Etobicoke is a paradise for people who love to be in the nature thanks to the abundance of green spaces. First, you are only 10 minutes away from High Park, which is a massive green space shared with Toronto. Offering over 400 acres of natural beauty, it is perfect for family picnics, just for nice walks and active play. You have playgrounds there, you have zoo, you have sports facilities, you have scenic hikes. So there's so much going on there. You can spend a whole day with your family at High Park. Number 2 choice is Humber Bay Park, which is one of my favorite spots located along the waterfront. Provides stunning views of Lake Ontario and also the skyline of Toronto. The park is divided into east and west sections, which features walking, cycling paths, picnic areas, and a butterfly habitat. And it's very common during the summer nights. You will find many people who come here to enjoy bonfire, listening to music, enjoying some food, and it's very nice environment. James Gardens is another gem in Etobicoke. This park offers beautifully landscaped gardens, winding paths along the Humber River, and plenty of space for relaxing and enjoying nature. It is a very popular spot for wedding photos and serene family walks. Then you also have Colonel Samuel Smith Park. It is a unique waterfront park with a rich history. It's home to one of the best bird watching sites in Toronto. It features walking trails, skating trails in the winter, and stunning views of the lake. Now, this park also hosts various community events and festivals. And for those interested in more organized sports and fitness, you have Etobicoke Olympium, which is a top-notch facility offering plenty of options for families such as swimming pools, gym, fitness classes, you name it. So it is an excellent space for families to stay active and healthy. And if you are someone who is into professional swimming, Olympian boasts a 50-meter competition pool and a 25-yard warm-up pool as well. Now let's talk about the con. Con number 1 on the list is high cost of living. One of the main drawbacks of living in Etobicoke is the high cost of living, especially when it comes to the housing. Real estate prices have soared in recent years, which makes it very hard for home buyers out there to find more affordable options, especially in the neighborhoods that are most desirable neighborhoods in the city. So depending, of course, the type of market we're in, these prices can change. Right now, we're in a more slower market. However, to give you an example, 1-bedroom condo can cost you anywhere right now from $545 to $655 being on the higher end. 2-bedroom town can cost you around $935,000. 3-bedroom semi can cost you over $1.1 million. And if you're looking for a bigger home, 4-bedroom detached, it can cost you over $2.1 million. On number 2 is noise pollution. So Etobicoke's close proximity to Toronto Pearson International Airport does mean that some areas will experience significant noise pollution from air traffic. Something to keep in mind. Additionally, there is ongoing construction going on in a lot of areas in Etobicoke where new condominium buildings are being built, and busy streets can contribute to a noisy environment, which might be a concern for some families out there. Con number 3 is limited nightlife and entertainment options. While Etobicoke does offer a variety of dining, restaurants, and shopping for you, When it comes to the vibrant nightlife, if that's what you're looking for, it doesn't have a lot of options to offer. So a lot of residents who live in Etobicoke do end up finding themselves traveling frequently to downtown Toronto to have more options for them, which in my personal belief is not such a bad thing after all, because you get to have best of both worlds, more quieter environment at home, and if you want something more busy, you can always go to downtown Toronto, which is not too far from you. Con number 4 is limited walkability and traffic congestion. While Etobicoke offers many benefits for families, but one notable drawback is that it does offer limited walkability in certain areas, which make them more car dependent and heavy on traffic as well. For example, you have neighborhoods such as Recreational, which is located in the northwest part of Etobicoke, is one of those neighborhoods. It boosts affordable housing for sure, and you definitely have a more diverse community over here. However, the way it is designed and spread out layout means that amenities like just grocery stores, day-to-day activities that you have to do, recreational facilities, schools, will need a car for you to just run your errands on day-to-day basis. Then another example of a neighborhood is Thorncrest Village, which is known for its beautiful large homes and very quiet suburban feel. However, there is a trade-off for this peaceful environment and atmosphere, of course, which is that you do need a car to reach shops and schools and entertainment options, because the neighborhood itself is designed in a way that it prioritizes residential space over commercial areas, which means you definitely have fewer walkable amenities close by. Another neighborhood that comes to mind is Elderwood, that is also very car dependent and is very noticeable when you live over there. It has a charming community-oriented feel and access to parks. The spread out nature of the neighborhood and limited public transit options make driving a necessity for most residents who live here. Over the years, as we have seen population grow, that has also made its impact on day-to-day traffic. So all the major routes in Etobicoke, such as you have Islington Avenue, the Queensway, Martin Grove, Kipling Avenue, Rexdale Boulevard, they are extremely busy roads, especially during the rush hours. But I personally think that it is one of the cons for all the major cities in the Greater Toronto Area. I believe that at this point, we all just have to kind of make peace with it, that if you're living in major cities, the population will keep growing and the traffic will keep getting worse. I have yet to visit a major city in the Greater Toronto Area that doesn't have heavy traffic. Overall, Etobicoke offers a very balanced mix of suburban tranquility and urban convenience, making it very desirable for many families out there and young professionals who are looking to make the city call their home. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it has provided you with some valuable insights into the pros and cons of living in Etobicoke. Thank you for watching this video. This is Faryal signing out.